All right, hello everybody. This is A7X Fan Ben, and this is vlog number 44 of Pirates with Ben. And today I have a very special guest, Xerix, you may already know.
Hello.
So he's been a consistent campaign game player for a while. I featured his Century Economy on a few vlogs ago, and we played a lot together on Vassal. So it's exciting to have the first guest appearance on the vlog. So if you want to talk a little more about your current game, that'd be fun too.
All right. Well, I'm trying to think. From where I left the last report, the game has gotten a whole lot bigger. I mean, I don't want to spoil it too much because the reports are coming, but they might be a little bit delayed because of just real life factors and whatnot and who where. I mean, the first two videos I did, I uploaded the first one at like 1:30 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
And then the second one I think went up at like 2:30 or something, so it was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember doing that a little bit for some of the CG1 reports.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can edit and upload a video right after a day's action, but I have to be up to like almost 3 doing that.
Yep.
So I'm not sure I want to do that.
Yeah, it's not necessarily worth it. So yeah.
It's not really healthy either.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't sleep much anyways.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's exciting that the game is going on again. So I'm definitely looking forward to more videos. And then in another campaign game, Xerix and I actually plan to continue the Caribbean game right after we finish recording this. And you may have seen that already because I'm planning to live stream the Caribbean session. Hopefully it'll work. And so we haven't played that since I think late March because Xerix wanted to get a new mic. So we're finally planning to get back into that. So that's pretty cool too.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I know, it should be exciting. All right, so we'll go through the features. We've got deals in abundance because there's a lot of auctions up from Dogan PC, and I'll put links in the description to his page along with this specific lot, which I'm looking at, which is an American lot. It has not only both versions of USS Mercury, the longship, and the Windcatcher, but it also has USS Kettering and the Ghostwalker, which are very good canceling 3-masted gunships. So
you mean the sub and Windcatcher?
Yeah.
You just said longship and Windcatcher.
Oh yeah, it's the thing of the Kettering, I guess. Yeah, submarine. Yeah.
Oops, it's all right.
Yeah, and then there's a couple other rare ships too. The Salem especially is pretty a rare sight. So this is a really cool lot. I just kind of picked it out at random, and you can see from Dogan's page, I'll put links in the description, he's got a ton of great stuff up, all the 10 Masters. There's other similar faction-based lots of SEs and LEs up. There's promos, there's a ton of different small lots up, which I think is good bang for the buck if it stays low, like the common and uncommon ship lots. Those look cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, there's a ton up. And Cthulhu actually just posted that he's already hit his eBay limit for listings at about 200, so he's gonna try to list more. I know he's gonna try to list more in July.
I didn't know eBay had a limit of stuff you could list.
Yeah, it might depend on the account size. Like I think it might depend on feedback. So like some of the big ones I've seen, some of the big accounts have like 10,000 plus items, but yeah, but there's definitely like criteria you have to hit. So for auctions for a smaller eBay or maybe 200, I think mine may have been 100 at some point. I don't know if it's still that or if it's higher or lower, but anyway. So yeah, eBay is kind of going crazy because of this one seller basically dumping a near complete collection, it looks like. So
yeah, you're talking about Dogan or the other person?
Yeah, Dogan.
There's a couple. There was like the thing where it's like Adriatic collection or something, where it's like, okay, here's like a whole bunch of Spanish ships. Here's a whole bunch of like English ships.
Yeah,
that one. Buy it nows for
90.
I'm gonna pull one up. I think I've got one. Hang on, somewhere around here.
Yeah, 90 was what I
they're
saw.
Buy it nows and auction. So I'm looking at the one for the British. It's an $80 starting auction and $110 buy it now with free shipping.
Okay. Yeah.
The seller is Flashdra_59.
Nice. Yeah, I can try to link to that too.
Yeah. Those also might be worth checking out.
Yeah.
If anyone's got the cash for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot for sea monsters, Americans, Spanish, pirates, French, and UTs. So that's quite interesting. I mean, the
Nice.
one that I'm looking at here for the English, I shows the pictures of the Dreadnought, the Temple,
Yeah.
Victoria, a whole bunch of other ships across,
Uh-huh.
everything,
Yeah.
along with
Nice.
like some crew.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it sounds cool. Yeah, eBay is
Yeah,
it's been kind of
it's
dry the
hot right
past
now.
month or so, but yeah, now it's hopping to say the least. So, and then this is kind of a weird thing. I checked Hills Wholesale Gaming for potential deal of the day, um, and I actually found what I would say is the first non-deal of the day on this blog. So the Ocean's Edge lot of 36 booster packs was $38 for the past bunch of years. Hills Wholesale Gaming has raised it to 54. So
Whoa.
it's still a solid deal, but the price of UE on HWG went up. So that's today's non-deal of the day, if you will. So
Yeah, that's. I mean, Ocean's Edge. There are a few good ships in there,
yeah,
but for
that's
like
some
a
good
box
stuff.
of 36 of them, I wouldn't. I don't know.
I
For a
would
box
get
of
it because of
36,
the
I wouldn't.
quantity and the deal that's on eBay which I've already featured
Uh,
at least twice as the deal of the day. It's like $40 for 36 packs, and you might get a tournament pack too, which is really cool. So that's pretty much the place to go for
yeah, that's
Ocean's
it.
Edge at this point, because Hills not only charges a bunch more at this point, but also shipping costs are pretty high from them. So, and the $40 lot is free shipping. So anyway,
Yeah.
so OE's still cheap, kind of just like the source changed basically. So, yep. All right, so I'm in the random number generator for card of the day. So sets 1 through 14, and I just got 3. So I'm going to go to the database page, click on Revolution Unlimited, make sure we get the special edition box ships at the end. I think it goes to 148 with the Franklin. Yep. All right.
Cool.
So 1 through 148 for the game piece number, and I got 132, which is a captain. I don't know, we should probably, let's talk about something else, though.
Yeah,
Let's
okay.
just a generic crew. Yeah,
Try again.
yeah. 120, which is another another generic crew, which this one, the
Oh
shipwright,
boy.
I did talk about already. All right, so let's keep going. 76, which is
Third
probably
time's a charm.
okay. Carolina. Nice.
Oh, hey, Carolina.
All right, so card of the day, Carolina 076 from Revolution. It's an American common 3-masted schooner. 7 points, 4 cargo, SS move. Cannons are 4S, 3S, 4S, and there is no ability, as you can see if you're watching on YouTube. So this one I've always enjoyed as a basic and simple American gold runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually just do a helmsman and let her do her thing at that point. So.
Yeah, I agree. I have a little bit of history with the ship, as you know. CG1 was it
Yeah.
that had the Carolina make that like world trip journey almost?
Yep.
She also featured. I think she's been in every single American fleet for the Summer Games, going back to the COE game in 2015. A nice, good little ship, especially for like making like a 40-point fleet for the Americans.
Yep.
I don't know why you wouldn't include this. This and the Rattlesnake.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think that
Yeah.
comes in under 20 points.
Yep.
Some
Yeah.
good deal.
Yeah. That
And I
is.
recall a post I read by Wolf years ago not years, a while ago on the forum, where he said that a lot of people, when the Carolina first came out, didn't like her because she didn't have an ability, her cannons weren't good.
Yep.
But because of her point cost, speed, and cargo space, you can literally put her into every single American fleet ever,
Yeah.
and she's a solid option for
Exactly.
gold running.
Yeah. She's kind of like understated and maybe like boring in some people's minds, but the Americans could really use gold runners like this because they don't have a lot. But when you see
Yeah.
ships like Carolina, the Rattlesnake, the Native canoes, you realize they're not as bad at getting gold as you think. Almost like the English in a way, kind of underrated in that regard. So yeah. Yeah, so Carolina, oh, we can rate it, of course. Game piece rating out of 10. I would say probably 8 out of 10, but I feel like I'm going with like a little bit of an American bias. I don't know, 7.5 overall, but I would say probably 8 out of 10, especially considering the faction. So that's what I would give it.
Yeah, if this belonged to like the Pirates, it would be like, it's another one. But because this is American, this stands out just a little bit more.
Yep.
I mean, I think every faction, or a few factions have ships that don't have abilities. The English got the Dover, which is brilliant.
Yep.
I think the Spanish have like 2 or 3. There's like, I think, El Picador and another one.
Mm-hmm.
So this, for the Americans, this is pretty good for a ship that doesn't have any ability built in.
Yeah.
On a rating out of 10, I don't know where to put her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. It's hard to come up with it on the spot. That's what I've struggled with sometimes, as compared to the written blog. It is a little different, definitely. So.
Because I'm trying to think of like a 7-point American ship that delivers this much bang for your buck.
There's not many 7-point American ships
good
in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as much of a ship, but the Minuteman flotilla is decent for 7, but it's not going to be as good at winning the game with gold.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Carolina, you could make a good case that she's probably, along with the Rattlesnake, one of the top 2 or 3 best American ships for under 10 points, I would say.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Under 10 points, yeah. So in that regard, I think maybe I might go along with what you suggested, like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, she is a little bit flawed. I mean, if you're more of a gun captain, then obviously this ship doesn't attract you because 4S and 4S.
Yeah.
But for gold captains, gold-oriented fleets, this is a good standby.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, staple for American players because they kind of need ships like that to stay competitive. Yeah, so picture of the day is, once again, from Economy Edition, of course, June 23rd, 2015. I took this picture. It was not a huge day in Economy. I only saw like 6 or 7 pictures to choose from. There were a couple other good ones, but this one was my favorite because it's a little bit of a wide shot somewhat. And I really like the angle of the overhead shot because it's not like looking due east or due north. It's kind of like a funky but cool angle showing the pirate home island operations. So
yeah, I always wind up tilting my head to the left to look at this thing.
yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in the bottom right, you've got the whirlpool that I think Calypso created for them to go and home island raid the Spanish.
Yep.
You got ships coming and going out of that. You've got that four-masted schooner. I think it's the White Rose.
Yeah.
Maybe because of the sword and the rose on the deck.
Yep.
Preparing over there on the left, you've got gunships going out from the on the middle side of the frame there. In the background, you've got the pirate Krakens who've taken some damage dealing with the Franco-Spanish ships.
Yep. Yeah,
a lot of good stuff happening.
Yeah,
you can even see a little bit of their Lagoon Squadron.
Yeah, exactly.
Before Calypso got killed and the hurricane struck.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it was a really, really good picture, solid game and everything. Yeah. So yeah. All right, so that pretty much wraps up the blog. So I'll have links to this in the description below for all the deals and the card of the day. I'll try to find the Carolina on eBay. Highly recommended, especially for American players. Picture of the day, link to Economy Edition, everything like that. But beyond that, definitely check out Xerx's Century of Economy game. His reports are up on YouTube. I'll should be able to insert like a link to his channel in the video. I've been doing that a little bit more lately. So yeah. So, but yeah, thanks for joining for the vlog. It's fun to have a guest. So
yeah,
thanks again.
Fun to be here too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'll see you guys on the next video.